September 3rd, yep. Headed back to the blind. Go see what happens. Got shooting light now. Sit here for about 5 or 6 hours till about noon. Then gotta go pick up the blue crabs for Labor Day, so just hunker down and see what happens. Alright, that's a wrap for this spot. I think the blind all broke down. Never did have any more deer come out. Just the one doe came out there yesterday morning while I had the blind clear over there sitting on this other trail, so just couldn't get it done at this spot. Probably try a new spot next weekend. Maybe come back here, I don't know. I think I need to focus on ag at least the next couple of weeks while the beans are still green, so I'm gonna go move my trail cam around and then hike out of here. Almost back to the truck. I guess the lesson there is if you got two trails, try and cover both of them, because you never know where those dang deer are gonna pop out. I think I'm gonna go sit on some ag next weekend. Thanks for watching. Alright, it's September 9th day of deer season. Headed back to the edge of a bean field back there, 2 fields back by that pond that I scouted back in July. So didn't get any pictures back there because the trail cam, it must have been like a super windy day. The trail cam picked up about 100 pictures of the wind, and that was it. We ran out of battery and space, so no intel for that spot, but there's lots of tracks and got perfect southeast wind. It's just gonna be perfect for setting up the blind right on the edge of that where the bedding meets the soybean field, so it should be a good, perfect scenario. Should be a good setup for hunting that bedding coming out to the beans tonight. So gonna go set up the blind, get all hunkered down and see what happens. Right here I got my second batch of poison ivy for the year. Unfortunately, it was on my face. All right, got the blind set up. It says that it feels like 91 back here with the humidity. Whew. It's gotta be high 80s or something though. Anyways, got the blind set up. Gonna have a 20-25 yard shot if something comes out. There's a field back there that's just completely grown over, and it's just bedding. It's just perfect. When I was scouting back there, I purposely walked through there just to try and jump one, and sure enough, I jumped one up. So I'm just gonna hunker down and wait for them to come out, feed out into the beans this evening. Hopefully it'll be a perfect southeast wind. It's just steady coming out of the bedding and into the soybean field, so I'll have a nice crosswind if we come out here. So it's hot. I'm just gonna hunker down and try and cool off. I got 3 deer over here and one's a big doe. They came in downwind, so they're working this way, so they haven't quite spooked yet. I have to shift my stuff to that side. I don't know if you can see them on there or not. I was gonna set up on that side, but there wasn't anywhere to put the blind. And of course, that's where the deer pop out. Mama was like 70 yards away before she boogered off into the brush. She's just sitting there watching them, seeing if anything gets them. They're way too small to shoot, so I don't want to wipe the milk from their mouth after I shoot them, so just filming them. Hopefully Mama pops back out or a buck or something else comes out. They're still just feeding out there about 50 yards, the 2 fawns. They keep looking back into the brush. I know Mama's not far, so hopefully she gets hungry and comes out and take a little bite. She's gonna be like 40-50 yards though. I don't think they're gonna feed past me. They look like they just want to hop right back into the brush they came from, so we'll see what happens. those deer just popped back into the brush there. Those two fawns fed out in front of me for probably, I don't know, 10, 15 minutes. The closest they got was about 40 yards, but the thing is about the size of a medium-sized dog. It's just a tiny little thing. The doe came back out and got a couple mouthfuls and then just took both of them back in the brush. So cool to see some deer, but they just came out just a tad too far, and immediately they were downwind of me too. Got a crosswind and they were on the other side of the field, so they didn't get like a full whiff of me, but they definitely, Mama caught something and she did not like it. I don't know if you can see those clouds, but it's about to get western here on the East Coast. About to have a thunderstorm roll through. And this blind is definitely not waterproof. About to find out what kind of a shelter it is. It's holding up so far. It's coming in through the door. It's actually holding up really well. There's nothing coming through the roof so far. It's just coming in through the windows. It's not even wet on the inside of the roof, so Rhino blinds, this is a good endorsement right here. Apparently it is waterproof. I'm impressed. I thought that was gonna be way worse. So Rhino blinds, Rhino 500. Alright, survived the thunderstorm for the most part. It's just winding down, the rain's just winding down. Hopefully it's all done. Well, the storm is not quite over. I'm hunkered back down. Alright, now the storm's over. It's quieted back down. I got my camera back out, so we're good to go. Hopefully that storm shuffled the deck a little bit. Just the last few minutes of daylight here, and those two fawns popped back out about 100 yards away. No sign of Mama. She's probably hanging out around the corner back in the trees. So got some deer action at least. Survived the thunderstorm. Learned that my blind is mostly waterproof. Not a bad hunt. Just missing the deer close enough to actually shoot. So maybe in the morning. Just jumped a deer. It was like maybe 20, 25 yards away from me. I couldn't even see it. Guess that means it's too dark to shoot. There's lightning tearing across the sky over there. Pretty fun hunt. At least saw some deer though. It's always good not to get skunked. Another fun day out here in the deer woods.